So we are, or I am, going on a couple, or at least one big motorcycle trip this summer. And that's actually coming up fairly soon. But one of the things that I kind of neglect a little bit, especially during the motorcycle riding season, is keeping my battery up to date, like charged all the way. And I do have, battery tenders and things like that, which is things that I use during the winter months. But one of the things that a lot of us forget, or we just don't pay attention to, is actually just making sure our batteries on our bikes or cars or whatever it is are always healthy. So I was trying to figure out a good way to do this, especially since we're traveling. It'd be nice to be able to have something, at the motel or hotel or wherever it is you're staying. And I found these. Now, the one thing just to realize is I found these on Amazon.com. And as many of you know, I live in Canada. And buying it in Canada was actually more expensive than buying it in the US version of Amazon and then having it shipped. So that's what I did. And we'll take a look at what I bought. So I bought these. They get four-star ratings, 4 to 5 stars, 490 ratings, $26 US. With shipping, but you get 2 of them, which is great because we have 2 motorcycles. Now you could always just buy a single pack, but these are 12-volt solar car battery chargers, right? So they're trickle chargers, which are designed to just, for me, I can lay them on my bike cover or on the motorcycle or whatever it is, and have it plugged right into where I plug the normal battery charger. And just let it sit there when I'm not riding. It's something that I can have in the trunk or saddlebags of my motorcycle. You can have it in your shed, your garage, whatever it is. And as long as your bike, like mine, sits outside all the time during the summer months, this could be useful. So again, $26, not bad. As it shows here, Sea-Doos, electric lawnmowers, I guess. That's actually kind of interesting. Basically says sit it outside, right? Just doesn't matter how you get it. If you have it in your car, because a lot of cars, I think most cars, I'm not an electrician by any means, but I think a lot of cars too, if you have it like in your dash and you plug it into like your 12-volt, your cigarette lighter, I think it'll actually charge the battery because it sends power into it. What else does it show here? Yes, because it has a cigarette lighter there, right? So good to know. And then it comes with the different kind of adapters depending on whatever it is that you need, whatever style, all the way down to the battery clamps. And there you go. Water resistant, easy to install because you just, right? Amorphous solar panel. All right, cool. Widely used environmental protection, all down. So I'm trying to figure out why the one person, not a good product. You get 2 and only one is still working after less than a year. Power cords, well, it's a year, $25. To be honest with you, you want this kind of stuff to last long, especially over a year. But you and I don't know what kind of condition this person put this through. It makes my job easier, super easy. It works so far, so good. Amazon refurbished, so you got a refurbished unit. Okay, it works great, easy to use, not too bad. Only gripe I have is you don't know if this thing is working. There isn't an light or anything showing it's charging. So that I agree, because that would be helpful if there's no light. So far it helps 10 lawnmower battery, but not great trickle charge. May buy different with indicator and higher amp. So yeah, don't think of this as a battery charger. Battery chargers are big, especially if you're wanting to boost a battery. Think of this as something that you use to just help your battery stay healthy. Yes. So we're gonna put this away, and we're gonna bring up a lovely box that it came in. And I say lovely box, but it's really not that lovely. It came in just a brown box. This is it right here. You guys see it? Hopefully you can see it. PALADIN 2.4 watt. So it's not hard. It isn't high wattage, right? 2-pack battery trickle charger. I think it'll do the trick. And again, if it doesn't have an indicator, it's hard for me to be like, let's go out and test it. because I don't have any way of testing this, but I did want you guys just to see it because I think it's a cool idea, and based on what everybody has said, well, majority of the people like it. So first off, you do get all your different clamps, and you do get 2 of everything because this is a dual pack, right? So this is the one that's going to go on your battery terminals if so need be. And you will see that these have, you know, I'm guessing these are going to go into, of course, the actual solar panel. So they do have a nice little, like a waterproof seal that you kind of put on and so it covers this, yes, right, on both sides. So that's good. You do get a manual, and the manual is a decent size, which is good. It's easy to read. This is in a language that I can't read, but the other side is a language that I can read, so we're all good. It is a little sad that it doesn't have an indicator light, because it would be nice to have something that just shows that it is getting power, because, well, it would just be nice. Now, the other thing I guess you could try is, depending on if you have a product, seeing if the product actually gets that you can connect this to, especially if you had like a voltage meter, which I don't have, but you could plug it into that just to verify that it is getting. But even charge is going to depend on how much sun is being hit, right? How much sun is coming down. So here's the 2, but we don't need to show you both. That's a good size panel, right? And you know, they do have it so that if you want to screw this somewhere, you could, right? You could screw this in and mount it somewhere if you wanted to. There's the other side for the actual plug-in. That's this decent sized panel, and it's well constructed. And again, for me, if I wanted to put that in like my saddlebag or in the rear trunk, saddlebag should fit nice just down the side, which is probably where I'll put it because there's less chance of me throwing something on it and breaking it if it's on the side. Or like I said, you could put it in your trunk if you have one of those. There's going to be your cigarette lighter style. Now my hope was, and maybe I am not completely right here, so I'm a little curious. As you can see, this plugs into this, which means I may need to buy an adapter if this isn't included, which would be sad. This is going to go into, again, here, right, and into a cigarette lighter style, 12 volt. These are little suction cup mounts, I guess, that you could put here to stick it onto something, right? Is that, yeah, so you could use screws if you wanted to, or you could use these included suction mounts, right? So you get a bunch of suction mounts. But what it doesn't come with, which as I was hoping it would come with, because again, you get another one of these, is, you know, most of us that have motorcycles or whatever, we have that little adapter, I think it's called an SAE, that goes onto your bike, because I don't want to have to take off my seat every time I want to charge my battery. I want to be able to just plug this in, right? Now, the other thing I could do, of course, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say, the other thing I could do is just kind of permanently mount these onto the battery and then just have this cable, for instance, right? Something like this end kind of just sticking out. But I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm going to have to, I have a feeling I'm going to have to order. But yeah, anyway, this screws in really nice. You guys can see it here, right? You just screw that in. You get that nice watertight seal. And you're good to go. But that's sad. I wanted that adapter. Why would they sell a charger without an adapter? Alright, well, I got some more shopping to do. Now, once that arrives, then we'll go out and plug this in. But maybe that's something that, if that's really important, and I'll find out how much that piece cost, and we'll make sure that maybe it is cheaper if you just buy one that's motorcycle or has the SA connector in it. Anyways, stay tuned. This video will continue once I get the adapter. All right, so it's a couple days later, actually about a week later. I've bought 2 of these little, I think it's called an SAE to 12 volt. So basically the cigarette lighter style adapter, because of course that's what the solar charger requires, right? So hold on a sec. So my bike is not here because it's in the shop. And when you guys are seeing this video, chances are, my hope is the bike has come back from the shop and it's working because it's in the shop again. Anyways, we're going to hook this into Mary's bike right now and I guess somehow see if it works. Hold on, let's go install it. Okay, so I'm not even sure if you can hear me or see me, but this is the piece right there. Maybe you can see that. It's just, like I said, an SAE. Now, if you don't have one of these already, it is probably something that's important for you guys to get because most adapters need it. And you'll see I have one of these coming right out of Mary's bike. So basically, I just plug this in. I think that's the right way. Like so. And then this should just stick on there. And that should be it. That should be it. And then all we'll do is just gonna sit that there on our bike because for us, we get really good sun that comes from here. Oh, that's like a Navy military helicopter flying. Anyways, we get really good sun that comes right across here most days. Not so much today, but most days. Anyways, the thought is that should work. Now, one of the things that a lot of people complained about, and I'm going to completely agree, is that there is 0 lights on here. So you really have no idea if this is actually getting any power. So the hope is that I'll do an updated video for you guys because I'll try it over the summer, and then at the end of the summer we'll see if it just kept the battery nice and charged. I think the easiest way to do it would be to like let it sit out here for like a week or two and then put a battery tender on it to see how that does, like how long it takes to charge the battery up, because I don't of course have anything else. And then do it again, we'll put the solar on it, let it sit out there for like a week or so and see, you know, if the battery tender charges even faster or it doesn't need to charge at all, you know. All right guys, it is cool. I hope it works, and you definitely need an extra part unless you just want to hook it right to your battery, which you could. All right guys, that's it. And when you're seeing this video, I may be on my way or I may already be back from Laconia. Yep. All right my friends, I'm out. Links down below if you're interested, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.